When we look up, more often than not, we see a friend in the sky. Some smile when they see it rise, and some even see it smile back. The moon has given us light in the darkest of nights since the dawn of life itself. It orbits so far away that you could fit every planet in the solar system between it and the Earth, with room to spare for Pluto. Yet even with this distance, it influences much here on the Earth. The rise and fall of the shorelines of the Earth and the swells and currents of rivers and lakes are the result of the moon's massive presence, on average 385,000 kilometers away. The gravity of the moon, though only a small fraction of Earth's gravity, is enough to pull on the Earth with serious might. As the moon orbits and the Earth spins, about every 25 hours, the moon passes over the same point above the Earth. The closer you are to the moon, the more its gravity tugs on you, so everything on the side of the Earth facing the moon is tugged to the moon more forcefully than the stuff on the side facing away. Earth being a pretty rigid thing, it only deforms the tiniest amount. Water, on the other hand, is formless and shapeless.
Now water can flow, or it can crash.
The resulting rise and fall of the tides has occurred for so long that some entire ecosystems rely on the intertidal zone, that shoreline region between high and low tide. Humans and other animals have exploited these ecosystems for a long time, as they form a readily accessible and nutritious natural landscape. During both the new and the full moon, when the sun, the moon, and the earth align straight, the tides strengthen. This is because the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun combine to create a total, stronger tidal force. These spring tides bring extra high tides and can even increase storm surge, the catastrophically destructive onshore flooding during a hurricane. This lunar tug subtly assists in turning quiet street sides into river rapids. In the Great Barrier Reef, as coral ecosystems fight for their survival, they use the moon as a reliable timekeeper. When the full moon of October or November comes, if water temperature and light levels are just right, coral begin to release seeds in massive numbers. This synchronized mass spawning helps increase the odds that seed meets egg, helping the threatened but resilient ecosystem fight to survive. While coral may reproduce during the full moon, gray reef sharks have been observed to dive deeply into the ocean instead. As lighting conditions and tidal states change, they stalk the movements of their prey up and down the sea levels. For the hundreds of familiar and unfamiliar faces in the deep, as well as the hungry predators of desolate plains above, the rhythms of the tides and the shine of lunar light gives a rhythm to life and illumination with which to navigate and find survival. For centuries, navigators, fishers, meteorologists, and astronomers have all observed and contemplated the tug of the tides. The moon's 27-day orbit around the Earth isn't aligned and it isn't synced with the Earth's 365-day orbit around the sun. And it always kept those who tracked its movements guessing, calculating, and investigating the tug of the tides. But how long have these tides tugged us? And when did the moon form? Was there a time without moonlit nights? Not long ago, we went on a journey to find out.